Hi guys and welcome to another vlog, and we are here at the Maruti stall at the 2020 Auto Expo, and right ahead I have coffee, sorry, it's espresso what they call it. And as you can see, this one has got these white elements in at the grill, which just increases the efficiency of the vehicle by 237%. Black bumper, okay, it's the same car, but just this accents, white accents here, white here as well, and it's got wheels, alloy wheels on this vehicle. Tire size happens to be 165/70 14s, and the outside rearview mirror also covered in white. You've got body side cladding, it's not cladding, molding, whatever you want to call it. In fact, you've got this silver finish on the side as well. So a lot of these things which have been added onto this vehicle just to give it the sporty appeal. I just hope the door does not open. Thank God it does not open, otherwise I would have to talk a lot more about what's there on the inside. But you've got these orange accents on the seats, which kind of matches with the outside as well. At the rear again, you've got these white finishes. I don't know why orange and white kind of reminds me of some ice cream once you eat the orange part, then there's a white part which comes from inside. That's what she said. That did not sound right at all. So car, actually not this car, every Maruti car here on display has some or the other addition for reasons best known to Maruti, just to make it look a little bit more glamorous. So you've got this silver finishing around the fog lamps, yes, and more or less the car is identical, so nothing much there either. And you've got this silver finish here as well, so that's also a little different. On the interior, you've got leather seat covers. I think this is more about showcasing the accessories on offer in this vehicle. Meanwhile, the Wagon R also gets some sort of a treatment. OMG, look at those wheels on that Wagon R. And again, I think every car has the same treatment. You get this silver finish below, and just look at all this, super similar in all the cars. Leather seat covers. I think we've done a dedicated video on the Wagon R as well. But what is this? Kind of weird but different nonetheless. Instead of putting so many accessories on this car, probably what they could have done is given it a rear wiper and washer. But you've got a rear spoiler for added downforce. Yes, the Wagon R is a very dynamic car once a rear spoiler is on it. But anyways, the thing at the front is also a little bit changed. You can see that. But what's really different is that Swift Hybrid is here. But forget that for a moment. They also park Suzuki motorcycles and scooters here, which I don't understand at all, because Suzuki has its own dedicated stall. Meanwhile, let's get to the Swift Hybrid. And as you can see, the Swift Hybrid is so blue, it's so blue that it could pass off as the Motorbeam logo as well. So it says hybrid here at the rear, and this car has come from Japan. That's why you have some Japanese ratings as well. The build quality of this car will definitely be better because it's more expensive. The tire size on this car happens to be 185/55/16, but that's fine. The wheels look a bit bland to my liking, but the interior is locked right now. But the interior is very similar to the one which we see on the Indian market. Probably they've locked the interior for a reason, so nobody is able to judge the build quality of the vehicle. And the lights, you can see that projector setup, LED. Front looks similar, but this seems to be the charging port. Yeah, it kind of opens or something like that. Is this a plug-in hybrid or not? Well, we'll read the spec sheet because we're not prepared at all. So it says Swift Hybrid 1.2 liter, two-wheel drive, length is 3840, obviously sub 4 meter in Japan as well. K12C, 4-cylinder, 16 valves, and 67 kilowatt is the power. Meanwhile, torque output is 118 Newton meters, and the motor outputs 10 kilowatt and 30 Newton meters at 1000 RPM to 3185 RPM. Everyone is so excited about the Swift Hybrid. Did I just say sport? No, sport is not the right word to say. Their Motorbeam guys are shooting. Coming to the Celerio, again you've got a lot of these cosmetic tweaks on offer. You see this finishing here actually increases or improves the aerodynamic efficiency of this car by a massive 17.5%. And the wheels on this car, they look kind of different, yeah, because they are alloys which don't really come standard on the car. What do you mean really don't come? Because I'm not sure. Leather seats on the inside. Yeah, it's like every car has the same thing. Yeah, rain visors. You got a roof spoiler again to improve the downforce. And talking about drown, well, since it's going to rain, you have rain visors. But where is the rear wiper and washer? You got this silver greyish treatment and rear parking sensors as well. Now coming to Neha's favorite car, the Lamborghini Urus. This happens to be powered by the SCNG. And it's kind of awkward why people are hounding girls to ask them questions when they have absolutely no freaking clue of what is in the car. So we're just going to leave that judgment to ourselves and wonder why there's a rear spoiler. But again, there happens to be no rear wiper and washer on this car. So yeah, that is an artificial skid plate. The alloy wheels do not much to actually improve the visual appeal of this vehicle. But you've got this body side cladding as well. And the interior also gets a red treatment, which is okay-ish. Maybe if, oh my god, the mirrors seem a little different here, but they seem to be a little bit ucha somehow. Ucha is not the right word. Meanwhile, from the front, the car looks very similar. You've got this red treatment, obviously DRLs as well. Meanwhile, coming to the other side of the car, it looks the same. There's not much to talk about. Why are we doing so much time pass? There's a Renault stall. We should go ahead there. But again, the Renault hasn't much things to show either. Okay, now since they've given all these cars this treatment, well, why leave the Swift out? So the Swift also gets some sort of it, and you get this gloss black finishing on the lower half of the bumper. Oh my god, the interior has got some really vivid stuff going around there. Wheels seem to be stock, and they sold 2 million of the Swift. You see, it says Swift right there, just in case people see the car, although it sold more than 2 million units, they don't know what car they're seeing. And on the interior front, that red treatment kind of looks awkward to me. The roof is finished in black, and you've got rain visors as well, and you've got a rear spoiler, and you've finally got a rear washer and wiper as well. Gloss black finish in abundance, which is a fingerprint magnet completely. This is the Maruti Swift, and they also unveiled some concept known as the Concept Futuro E, and there's so much traffic right now there. Google Maps was showing me totally red when I was trying to come here, and this is the vehicle. As you can see, it looks decent, but then we all know Maruti concepts, nothing actually comes into production. So from the front, yeah, the light treatment is kind of unique. See the wheels on the vehicle. Yeah, I told you now about the gloss black. It kind of gets very fingerprinty somehow. That's why they're like cleaning it right now. The tire size happens to be 32, 35, 50, 19. Wow, that is some eyesight for you guys right now. Anyways, I'm just going to take the benefit of my climbing ability without having to be in a Renault Kwid climber. And that is the front of the car. Light treatment is nice. Let's come to the rear of the car, and as you see, the rear also has this crazy design. I only hope at least 1.3% of this goes to production, but that will not happen. The lights are functioning because they've connected the battery here, and look at the treatment here as well. I exactly don't know what's going to come out of this, but you know, apparently it's not going to be an electric vehicle, although it says Futuro E. It's going to be an ICE engine car, which is going to slot right between, yeah, it's going to slot right between, I think, Brezza, like before the Brezza and of the Espresso, to become another what do we call crossover in Maruti Suzuki's portfolio. So we are not yet done. That's the funny part, because we were just covering arena cars and there are Nexa cars there, but I believe not much is going to happen on that front either. I just have to pat myself for my jumping skills. Meanwhile, okay, we have got the XL6 and we've got the Baleno, we've got the S-Cross. I think they're showing the S-Cross petrol as well. So it's a quick walk around. Maruti is not really shown anything particularly interesting today, but tomorrow they are going to launch the Maruti Vitara Brezza petrol, which I think is not the best strategy, because why a petrol Brezza? We need the diesel one, but you know, they're giving up on diesel. Leave that aside for a moment. Leave that aside. They are going to be launching the Ignis day after, and the Jimny on the 8th. Bye bye, I'll be off from the Expo by then. So this is the XL6. I don't even know what's different inside that. People are so intrigued to shoot it. Technical specs say the same thing, which we all know since like a million plus years. And this is the S-Cross. Now, is this the S-Cross petrol? Well, the screen doesn't seem to be telling me all that and more, but you're still going to try and click on this. Yep, no, not much information on offer there either. So this is the S-Cross, and I think the tachometer will give us a good idea of whether it's a petrol or a diesel, but seems like a petrol engine in the S-Cross. Whoa, that is something. So we're just going to get out and we're going to head to the rear. Wahan pe petrol likh do yaar. Yep, it says smart hybrid. So this is the S-Cross petrol. It looks so similar to the diesel. There is nothing which you can make out that it's a petrol or a diesel. And this is the smart hybrid Baleno as well. They've made another separate area for the Nexa. OMG, there is the supercar. That is the car of dreams. No, not this Baleno, the car inside, which will come to a bit. So nothing much on the Baleno, but that is the car of dreams. Guess which one it is? It's a car which can give the Lamborghini Huracan Evo rear-wheel drive a run for its money. It is none other than the Maruti Ciaz RS. Yeah, this is the Ciaz RS. Because of all these tweaks on the car, it is actually faster by 0%. And the wheels have been finished in black. Meanwhile, you also get the outside rear view mirrors, which have been finished in black, and you get side skirts again finished in black. Like the gloss black seems to be excess paint at the Suzuki plant right now, but you've got a rear spoiler too, and the lower half of the bumper is also finished in gloss black. Okay, lights look really cool on this vehicle. What is on the inside. I think the car is locked right now. Why do you lock the car? I'm not going to break anything. Or maybe I would, but still. This is how the car looks from the side. And that's all from the Maruti Suzuki Pavilion for the day. I am going to see you guys in the next video real soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe. ये तो बोलना ही पड़ता है, बार बार बोलता रहता हूँ, मेरे को तुम लोग करते नहीं तो क्यों बोलता हूँ. Bye bye.